What up, guys? It's Reefer here, back with another episode. And you know what? I think I'll just start it off with a bong rip right now. As you can see by the title, today I'm talking about Amendment 64 and Initiative 52. Amendment 64 is in Colorado, and Initiative 52 is in the state of Washington. If you aren't aware, you need to be aware because these are the ballots coming up, and I believe today is October the 11th, and I believe there's 25 days left to the election to vote for it. Now, what these are ballots for the regulation of cannabis in their state. And first, I'll go over Amendment 64. They plan to regulate it like alcohol. You're able to possess an ounce. You're able to grow 6 plants, three in vegetative state and three in flowering. And you're actually able to give an ounce to somebody else um, above the age of 21 without getting any money back. So you can't sell it to your friend for profit. And you have to be over 21. Now, the thing is, when they say regulate it like alcohol, that's kind of being a bit vague because you are limited to an ounce. But you can go into an alcohol store, a vendor, and pick up as much alcohol as you want. You can go and order a keg, and you won't be suspicious for distribution. You know you're going to drink it yourself. You know you're not going to sell it, and even then at a party for like $5 a cup. That's not It's not against the law. And let's see. Let's go more into the description of it. I'll post the link down below, of course. Um, and it will also introduce for Colorado. They will also plan to grow industrial hemp. So that will be the first state, I believe, in the U.S. to get that on the initiative. And of course, the state is going to heavily regulate it, and it's going to heavily tax it. I believe the first 40 million of revenue raised annually will be given to the public school capital construction assistance fund, and and of course they are going to heavily tax it. Now, there are some good parts and there are some bad parts, but I'll get over to Initiative 502. They plan to legalize possession of adults 21 and over. Selling to minors is still a felony, of course, same with Amendment 64. It's going to be state regulated. It prohibits public use, same with 64. Um, Only medical growers in Washington that still have their card can grow. Otherwise, you cannot grow yourself. And they estimate possibly $500 million, exactly 582 million in revenue for the first year that they can make and give back into society. Um, don't smoke and drive. I heavily say that because a lot of people are going to make it bad. They're going to get in accidents, and people are going to find out they're high, and they're going to say, "Oh, they cause a lot of accidents." No, it's the stupidity of the driver. You have to know your limit, and they're going to actually test. You have to have the total limit is 5 nanograms per milliliter of active THC in blood concentration. Now that only means the active ingredient, not the carboxy THC that can actually be detected like days and weeks and even months after the use. Um, After you smoke the first time, of course, it is very high, but gradually reduces within a few hours or so. So even if you're smoking, like wait an hour or two and then go drive. Okay, don't be a dumbass and don't make it worse for all of us. And the good thing about both of uh, Amendment 64 and 502 is patients will receive protection from arrest because it's no longer a crime. But in Colorado, I believe it's just a slap on the wrist. You know, the good thing about this is it's getting the states to recognize that cannabis is here to stay and they need to legalize it. But the bad thing is, it is still federally illegal. So the DEA can come into your house, bust down your door, put a gun to your head, and handcuff your whole family. That's the terror of it. Yes, it is state legal and state regulated, but if the government is pissed off and they don't want it, they will get the DEA to come and bust down your door. They will do that to the dispensaries. They will do that to the sick, to the people that have cancer that direly need it. They will arrest them because it's still federally illegal. Now, like I said, it is a very good thing that we're getting the initiative out in the states that the individual states are making these ballots to regulate it. And hopefully the government will see that there is a mass need for it, and maybe they will consider legalizing it federally for all states. But until then, it's still very sketchy. I would, since I'm not in the States, I'm in Canada, I can't actually vote on either one of them. But it'd be very hard to say because I'm very for, of course, the legalizing it, but there are, it still needs to be worked out a lot. Like there is some problems with it that they need to work out the plan. Just like Prop 19 in California, where they all the dispensaries had to be non-profit. That's baloney, and they were taxed way too much. But it's great that we're getting something done. But of course, if you want to learn more information about it, I'll post more down below of um, Initiative 502 in Washington and Amendment 64 in Colorado. So I hope you pass on this information. Please get out there politically and fight because we need to finally recognize that we should just stop standing around and let the government, feed us this bullshit that it has to be illegal. No, we gotta fight for it to be legal. We shouldn't be arrested. We shouldn't be discriminated for our cannabis use. It's fucking stupid. So get out there and do something. All right. Thanks, guys. Peace.